coverage. We will find out exactly how many of our viewers root for the Aptos Mariners, I think, once we look at that view counter this week.
All right.
I'm sure I expect a lot of Mariner fans tuning in for this episode specifically because they're the last team remaining in Santa Cruz County. They're in the title game, Division III, Saturday against
Valley Christian.
Thank you, because I forgot it briefly.
Good, because you stumped me almost. This is our championship edition. Yeah, seriously. This is our championship edition, but we're going to jump back and make it a semifinal edition real quick. By the way, there's Andrew Matheson, Jim Seimas right here if you don't know already.
We already did that, but sure, let's do it again.
Weeks. One more time, and sleepwalking through this thing here. SoCal
hit me.
Eliminated in Division IV action last week, 47 to
They're out of
17. Fabiano Hale rushed for a touchdown and 127 yards. He's the county's all-time single-season rushing leader. Surpasses Harbor's Calvin Kaiser Allen. He now has Hale finishes with 2,452 yards on 234 carries. Finishes also with 40 rushing touchdowns. 42 total for a lot of points. 258 points on the year. That is a county record.
Get him up.
So we're sick of all those records. That was enough. You have more records than...
Golf clap for Mr. Hale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
Obviously, they ran into a buzzsaw. Not even a buzzsaw, just a private power. What are we doing?
I know 2 weeks ago I was going to say a woo, woo for the win and the upset, and Aptos pulled the upset. And then I said, yeah, because now it's, Aptos isn't it. So anyway.
I apparently wasn't at that.
You were there. You wanted to.
I was, okay.
Sighart Prep on the D4 final. Let's just touch base with that rundown of all the championship games real quick.
Sure.
In D4 action on Saturday, Menlo against Sighart Prep.
And I think if you do not want to see Aptos in a CCS title game, you got to go see another one. I think this might be the one.
They've already played. It was decided a 3-point game.
And they're 2 blocks away from each other. It should be a good little crosstown rivalry.
They're like little neighbors. It should be a good one. Saturday, Turno High, 7 p.m. In open division action, St. Ignatius against fellow West Catholic League rival Bellarmine, the champion. Yeah, in open division at 7:30, San Jose City College on Friday night. Saturday evening, San Benito against Milpitas for the D1 championship.
A rematch there. I think that was, I believe that was 2008, 2009.
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, 2009, I think, when those two teams met up and Milpitas won.
Yeah, Independence High, 7 p.m. Saturday. Division 2, Los Gatos. And St. Francis of the West Catholic Athletic League, at Westmont High, 7 p.m. on Saturday. And that leaves us with just one division left to talk about.
Division 3.
Division 3.
Aptos Mariners pulling the upset out of their... I don't know, maybe it wasn't out of their what. But they beat...
It was there.
They beat top-seeded Monterey 34-31. A heck of a game. I'm just going to start dropping F-bombs in a second here, apparently. A heck of a game by the Mariners, a 3-point victory. They were down 20-7 at halftime. They come out like gangbusters in the second half, and they take a lead. And very similar to the previous week when they beat Saratoga by 4 points.
Yeah.
In that game, they had a lead. Saratoga came all the way back and was driving in that final drive before Alec Bonsall got a huge sack, a game-sealing sack. In this game, Aptos had to come from behind. They got the lead. Monterey comes down, starts driving. They go for a 45-yard game-tying field goal, wide left. Aptos wins. Aptos wins. Aptos wins.
I like to say man-child. You like to say what regarding the Aptos Mariners? And if you don't say,
I like them. They're team-based. They're confident. What am I talking about?
Cardiac kids.
The cardiac kids. That's right.
And by the way, the F-bomb is the new exclamation point. So just drop it when you need to. Because these kids are deserving of many exclamation points.
Yeah, no, I mean, it just seemed, there was just so much more confidence, I feel like, this week, after they got over that first round hump. They had been eliminated in the first round, 5 straight appearances Aptos had.
Yeah.
And in this one, Monterey's driving, but you could see it that they felt like they were going to win. They knew they were going to win. And I think that's kind of a big difference with this team right now, going into the CCS title game against Valley Christian.
X Factor.
X Factor.
They should be on that show because they're that good and they have this intangible, this momentum. And
so topical.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying they're playing with guts and with no fear and just they can defy the odds.
And the pass defense is still a little here and there. Jimmy Hill, Monterey's quarterback, they don't usually throw the ball. And he threw for more than 200 yards, so that's still a little bit of a problem. But I mean, it hasn't affected him in 2 games now, so that can't be that much of a flag at this point.
Well,
but I mean, they are getting, and they're just getting, you know, guys to step up. I mean, we talked about Aaron McInerney during the regular season. He had a big game, of course, but you know, Brody Bennett was the guy at the end of the regular season. And in the postseason, it's been Elijah Marta. He's had 34 carries, 4 touchdowns, 243 yards in 2 games so far.
Any of those trio of backs, Marta, McInerney, or Bennett, any one of them can carry a team on any given time.
Yeah. And, I mean, and they just have so many weapons, basically. And the quarterback, Alex Joe, I mean, Monterey was, early on, was just all up on the line. Sean Cateau was just bursting through the line of scrimmage, their Monterey stud linebacker. Yeah. And, you know, Joe threw a couple of passes here and there. He had over 100 yards passing, I remember. And kind of stretched the defense a little bit and helped open up that running game. So 157 yards, excuse me, for Mr. Joe. But
Valley Christian is not Monterey.
Valley Christian is not Monterey.
Despite having the, let's see here, number 3 seed,
yeah,
they are better than perhaps the number 1 seed.
Well, I mean, they finished in 6th place in the West Catholic Athletic League. I know people like to look at that. Everyone was calling out St. Ignatius last year. I think they were 3-7, and they got the CCS playoffs, and were facing Aptos. They ended up winning the whole thing. I mean, that just shows you how strong the WCAL is.
Yeah, so it's only A+ league in the CCS rated. We're a C league, so I mean, this is the thing. I mean, we recounted all the CCS finalists. There's 4 from the West Catholic League in there.
And to give you an idea of Valley Christian, like I said, they finished 6th in the WCAL. But of their 6 losses this season, only 1 has been by double digits. That was 14 to St. Ignatius. Otherwise, they lost 8 to Vacaville.
Yeah.
They lost 1 point to St. Francis. They lost by 7 points to Mitty and 3 points apiece to Serra and Bellarmine.
Bellarmine won the West Catholic title.
Yeah. So I mean, they could have been the champions basically, and they could be in the open division. That's how good they are.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's the thing is, I mean, they've been they're 23-10. excuse me, lifetime in CCS play. They're 4-4 in title games. They've won 4 titles. In a row from 02 to 05. They're tried, true, and tested, you know, type thing.
Yeah, I believe they're making their 5th appearance since 2003 in the title game. This is Aptos' first since 2003. So obviously, historically different programs here. Yeah. But Aptos hopefully will, you know, they're trying to make a name for themselves and build a dynasty with Randy Blankenship here. But let's talk about this Valley offense.
Okay.
I mean, they run a variation of a wing T.
Yes, they do.
Which it won't look exactly like Aptos's, basically.
It will before they snap it.
It will before they snap it.
Yeah.
They got 3 guys on offense that are big names. The quarterback, who has a famous last name, Jay McIntyre. He's the son of San Jose State head coach Mike McIntyre.
That's correct. Go Spartans.
They got the sophomore Kirk Johnson, who's had over, I believe, more than 1,200 yards rushing.
His dad is a superstar. Was a superstar at Texas.
His dad played in the NFL. Johnny Johnson, and no relation, I imagine.
No relation.
Santa Cruz County legend Johnny Johnson.
And best for last,
Ryan Severson, who's going to San Jose State.
Hopefully.
Verbally committed to San Jose State. And I don't have his stats in front of me.
You know I love stats, so I'm going to just shoot those out. 28 rushing. Hey, not hard enough. 28 rushing touchdowns, 154 carries for 1,927 yards. He averages 13 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah. I mean, he's like, I mean, you could almost make the argument it's like 2 Fabian Hales to backfield.
Seriously. Fabiano was at 11 yards.
Yeah.
A carry or so, but this guy's done it against West Catholic League competition.
Yeah.
Not to knock Fabi, but he did it against Harbor, St. Francis, and we know.
So I mean, again, the offense is potent. It was the #1 ranked offense in the West Catholic Athletic League, despite them finishing in 6th place.
I think that's an excellent point. 2 Fabi Hales, I like it a lot.
You like the 2 Fabi Hales?
They're both fast. How blazing quick is Severson?
Yeah.
4.4 640 in the Nike Combine in Long Beach.
I don't know how fast that is.
I mean, he may have been.
I can't run that.
I can't even think about it. Boom. That's how fast it is.
Yeah.
Just so you know, San Jose State he's given a verbal there. Tons of other schools won him.
Like who, Jim?
Well, it doesn't matter where, but okay. Since you asked, the academies, Memphis, Northwestern. Everyone loves this guy.
Boise State.
And you know what?
Boise State.
This Valley Christian team could have a ton more guys, but most of them are juniors. They're super young.
And a lot of them are injured, too.
Yes, they've had 8 guys injured this year.
8 stars have been injured, 6 to knee injuries.
Yes.
So they bring the pieces.
All right.
They bring the weapons.
We've kissed up to Valley Christian.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, and we've talked about Aptos all year, so I mean, we don't want to necessarily go back into them. I mean, but let's get down to brass tacks.
All right, brass knuckles.
Everything. The part of the show that everybody's been waiting for, the part where we make credits of ourselves.
They've been waiting for the credits, right?
That's true, too.
They're coming.
Predictions. Who you got VC, Aptos. Who you like?
I'm going with the Fighting Warriors of Valley Christian High in San Jose. Why? Because
why, sir? Big,
strong, fast. Now I'm on the bandwagon. Kirk Johnson, Ryan Severson, love them.
You're on the private school bandwagon.
Yeah, I think it's a can't lose, right? Even if they're young, they're giants up front.
Yeah.
Every kid on the Aptos is going to be looking up 5 inches at a guy 50 pounds heavier.
Are they that big?
On the line. Well, they're probably all inflated, but it doesn't matter. They're going to have to look at that on the roster and go, God, these guys are huge. Anyway,
they are big on paper.
Seriously, strength of schedule and them playing that schedule so tough. That is why. That's it. That's the only reason.
I like Aptos.
And?
Bye-bye, everybody.
Okay.
No, I mean, basically, there's not much of an argument that I can make for them to win. I mean, because on paper, and VC just looks like the better team.
Yeah.
We can agree on that.
Okay.
But Aptos, I said after the first game that if they could get over that first round hump,
yes,
which they hadn't done in 5 straight appearances, I like this team going forward.
You're
playing. What's that?
You're bold.
I'm going on a little bit of a limb.
No, seriously,
yeah.
though. Okay, you said it on paper. Do you feel like Valley Christian's going to win, or do you feel like Aptos is going to win?
Well, I feel like what Valley Christian does, it doesn't necessarily play into Aptos, but Aptos has a better run defense than they do a pass defense.
Okay.
And Valley's running the ball.
Okay.
So I mean, if Valley was a pass first team and they were throwing up 3,000-yard seasons, which they're not, I'd like Valley a little bit more. But right now, I mean, with the way Aptos is playing, with the confidence that they have, with the team unity, and I know at this point, I mean, most teams could probably say that, but I mean, I've covered both their games this postseason. They're very senior oriented. They just love hanging out with each other. They're best friends. They want to keep playing, for another game after this if they could.
My Valley Christian Warriors have that momentum too. They entered this postseason 4-6. Now they're 6-6 and battling for a section title after finishing 5th place in league.
Well, but the other thing, Aptos has won these 2 postseason games by a combined 7 points. I already made the point about Valley Christian earlier in the regular season, losing 3 points, losing 3 points. Obviously, those are great teams, but they weren't able to win those close games. Aptos has shown that they can win those close games back-to-back weeks. I like them. I think it's going to be another close game. You like them, what, big? You like?
I like Valley Christian by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, I like Aptos. I'm going to say 3.5 points.
I hope Aptos does it for. I just hope they do.
Want to go bet on it?
I hope they do it. I'm seriously, I have no allegiance to Valley Christian, but that'd be an upset. It really would.
Well, it would be. It's a private. I mean, I know whatever the hell the seeds say. Heck with that. This is a private school. They would be the favorite if we had to give this to Vegas and let them put it on the board. They would be the underdog. Aptos that would be, but I like Aptos. He likes Valley. We'll see how they we'll see how they square off on Saturday, 3 p.m. Independence High School in San Jose.
All right.
Be there.
Yeah.
We'll both be there, so you can. Well, I mean, you pick Valley, so that you can actually rat on him.
You're on Valley sideline, high-fiving players. That's it, Ryan Sampson. Yeah.
Check out the Gamer online at SantaCruzSentinel.com/football. We're gonna have a column by Mr. Seimas hopefully afterwards if we can make deadline this time.
Oh snap!
And we should have video. We'll have photos.
And Gamer, some videos. We'll have some tweetage.
We'll have plenty of tweetage.
So check it out.
Check out the tweetage.
And the honor, sir, to end this program.
This is better.
Oh! Bam!
We'll see you next week, everybody.